Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? Let me just check that it is still morning. Yep, 10 more minutes. So it is the day after Boxing Day, so December 27th. I hope you all had a great Christmas. We did get the ridiculous snow day on Friday, which is why I did not do a video. And I'm just looking at my little light box here, and I've damaged it quite a bit. I've moved my spot with my picture taking and everything, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The bag today is actually a bag that I am going to be using for a little bit. I got hair sticking out here. It's not big enough for me, really, but I love it. And I want to use it for a little while. And you know me, I do sometimes use the bags. I don't use them for a great length of time because I don't want to put any scratches or anything on them other than what I purchased them with. But I have to use this one. I really, really love it. And I love it so much that I've actually stuffed it to show it to you because it is well broke in, and that's very kind of kind way of saying that it's quite used, which is not really doing the bag justice. I mean, you can see the bag. It is absolutely beautiful. This leather color, I absolutely adore. Now, I have had to do some significant work on this bag. The corners were all lost, had all lost color, and there was a repair that had to be done on one of the edges here. So full disclosure, I tell you everything, but I'm not mad at it at all. To me, the patina that this bag has developed over its years of use has just added to the richness and the luxe look of the leather. Now, this corner probably is the most, needed the most work. So I've listed the bag as a 7 out of 10 because it does have some wear. There's a little bit of color loss on the high point of this metal button. But again, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the color that really grabs me. And I really like the size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It is just perfect. And this little pocket in the front is awesome. And then you get to the inside. And like I said, I even stuffed it because I wanted to give it the best opportunity to show itself off to you in the best light. So it has a compartment. There is a slip pocket and then a couple of little pen slots. And then there is a zippered pocket. Now, the company is PELLE Studio, which I don't think is a significant brand in any way. I think, oh my goodness, I'm going to sneeze. Oh my goodness. One's wish, two's a kiss. We don't want threes being a disappointment. So there's no third coming. I don't think so. So maybe I'll get a kiss later. You never know. So back to the bag. Don't know a lot about the company. I think the company is kind of one of those town shoes. Like it's a higher end retail brand. And this is kind of their house brand for bags. The rolled leather handles are just lovely. Really like this significant attachment to the body of the bag as well. Just, like I said, I don't really know why I really adore it so much other than just the color and the real kind of, the real worn in look of the leather. You're going to get a ton of stuff in here. And there is a center divider with a zipper. just a beautiful. This bag reminds me of my mom. And I've said that a couple of times. The color absolutely is my mom. The shape of the bag absolutely is my mom. She likes two handles. She likes it to open up full like that, as do I. I don't want to go digging for my stuff. And that is just what this bag offers you. And I love it. This center panel does look a little richer in color than the two outside panels. That is just something with the leather that they've chosen to use. There is a little bit of glazing missing in this little corner here. Just maybe like a quarter of an inch little spot. You can't really see it, but I'm showing you everything. But I don't care. I love it. And I am, like I said, I'm going to use it for a little bit. So somebody will just love this little bag and use it and use it and use it. So there we go. That is today's bag. So how was your Christmas? Like I said, Friday was a shit show here. Not that we got a ton of snow, but the freezing rain, the wind, where we were in the cabin the weekend before this past weekend, they lost all power. They closed the roads. Highway 3, we were just off of Highway 3, they closed it. The Peace Bridge in Fort Erie was closed down to the States, the bridge between Canada and the US. The lady Karen who owns the farm that we had the cabin in was without power. So many people without power. My girlfriend has a small cottage on the water in Dunnville, and she showed pictures of her property, and everything has like 3 or 4 inches of ice on it. All her outdoor railings, her outdoor light fixtures, it's been quite traumatic for a lot of people. We were lucky. We were not in that severe belt of power loss and that kind of thing. But it was a pretty crappy Christmas for a lot of people, and I am very grateful to say it was not for me. Pius was off on Friday. Obviously, I didn't go and see my clients, as I didn't think I would because of the weather. We had a great day, just kind of snuggled in on Friday, getting ready for Christmas. We were cleaning and doing all kinds of things. We hosted Christmas here yesterday for Pius's family. And then Christmas Eve, we ended up taking my son to my parents, and Mom and Dad had a roast beef dinner ready, and it's one of Pius's favorites. So we stayed and had a little bit of dinner, which kind of messed up our plans for our shrimp ring and our this and that. But who cares? It was an extra moment or two with my mom and dad. And we got my son there, who usually 25 years old, and he still wants to hang out with Granny and Granddad Christmas Eve. It's absolutely amazing. And it was great. We went back in the morning. We had a Scottish breakfast. Pius has not had square sausages, potato scones. He did not have any black pudding. He was not into that. But he loved it. He ate so much. But he loved it. So we usually just have a Scottish breakfast on Christmas. But he's like, maybe every 6 months instead of 12 months. So it's expensive though. So won't be doing that on a regular basis. But we can absolutely, maybe we'll do Christmas in July and we'll have a Christmas Scottish breakfast. And then we came back here, and we should have had a nap actually, because we were really tired. Christmas morning, like I said, we came back. Santa was very good to both of us. We got some lovely stuff, and then we went to my sister's and had Christmas dinner. My daughter showed up unexpectedly, so that was wonderful, and my nephews, and we didn't stay long enough to kind of hang out with their girlfriends and such, but my sister and brother-in-law work at a horse farm, and there was a couple of migrant workers who wouldn't be home for Christmas. So my sister and brother-in-law, just being as generous as they are always, invited them to come for Christmas dinner at her house. So we had Armando and Neil, and they were fabulous. They were brothers, and they are from not far from Mexico City. And they just were wonderful. They enjoyed the food. My mom made cheesecake, Auntie Liz's cheesecake, which she's made for years, and it's never really worked out. So she did a video call with Auntie Liz in London, England, to make it together. And I should have asked her what it is she was doing wrong, because it was really good. And the Mexican chaps loved it. I think they had 2 or 3 pieces. My dad had like 4, I believe. So it was great. And then we took Sarah back to St. Catharines. We took Harry home. Poor Pius, he had done so much driving that day. We kind of crashed at 9 o'clock at night and just good night. And that was it. And then yesterday was a very busy day. We hosted Pius's daughters and their family, and my mom and dad came. Harry came. I've never seen so much of my mom and dad in a while. But it was great. We made a very simple dinner. Again, I am not a cook in any way, but the turkey was great. Good old stuffed butterball turkey. And we're going to there was not much left over at all, I'm glad to say. So we'll be having the rest of that tonight. And I'm making soup right now, the carcass of the turkey. Nobody ate the legs. So that's all in the pot, just simmering. And it's going to be great. It's going to be a lovely, lovely, lovely dinner tonight. So the gravy was awesome. If the gravy's not right, it's not going to work out for me. So my mom helped me with the gravy. The gravy was amazing. And that's been it. Pius is back to work today, which it really sucks after having, I know you're going to puke again because it's just the way we are, and God, willing, we will always be this way. But, spending 4 days just doing our thing, the first day back at work is shit. We just miss each other so much. It's like, I know. Our time. I'm telling you. Anybody new to my channel? Pius and I met in May on a dating site called Our Time. It is geared to 50 plus folks. And we met, and we get married sometime in the future. And we got engaged, and it's just been amazing. And I'm not waiting for the shoe to drop anymore, but for the first 4 months or so, I absolutely was, because even my dad's like, is this guy for real? But he is, and we are just so incredibly happy. And our first Christmas, and I know it's pukey, isn't it? But hey, if I can find the guy, anybody can find the guy, because I've kissed some freaking frogs along the way, I tell you. And I used to think God was messing with me. I was raised Catholic, and, video's getting a little long now. But anyway, I just used to think he was messing with me, because I would find a guy that was great in this capacity, and then a guy that was great in this capacity. And I thought he was fucking with me. And I was like, when are we going to get this, and this all in the same guy? Like that movie Weird Science with Kelly LeBrock, where the kids tried to make their own woman or whatever. And I found him. And you know what? Everybody's thrilled. We're starting to get to know each other's families, and it's just wonderful. So anyway, a little bit of a lengthy video today, just to kind of catch up with you on what we've been doing for the last few days. He's calling me right now, but I'm not answering, because if I do, I will lose my whole video. So I will say toodaloo for now, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.